Hey everybody, because we're making our own Shabbat boxes, today we're going to read the book, The Shabbat Box, written by Leslie Simpson. You guys ready? Let's go. Every Friday, someone got to take home the Shabbat box. It was a shoebox covered in velvet with Shabbat written in Hebrew letters. Inside there were candlesticks, a Kiddush cup, and a challah cover. Each week, the teacher added fresh challah rolls with raisins. Everyone loved the box. There was only one problem. There was only one box. And there were 14 kids in the class. There was Eli and Sarah and Noah and Rachel and Sophie and Zachary and Sam and Rose and Ruth and Ira and Naomi and Julia and Rafi and Miriam. The rule was one turn per customer, and that meant Ira would have to wait until winter for his turn. How long until winter? He asked his mother. After the leaves fall off the trees and the snow comes, she answered. How long will that be? Asked Ira. About 14 weeks, said his mom. Well, how long is 14 weeks? He asked. About 98 sleeps, his mom explained. 98 sleeps? That feels like forever, said Ira. After many, many sleeps, winter arrived, and it was finally Ira's turn. He put the Shabbat box in his knapsack and started walking home. But that Friday there was a bad snowstorm. The wind whipped his face. His eyes were so cold they felt like popsicles. His feet got soaked from the snow falling into his boots. When he finally made it home, he was shivering. Inside, the air was warm. His dad was making honey chicken. There was pea soup with noodles bubbling on the stove, and he could smell a chocolate cake baking in the oven. Ira took off his knapsack. In the storm, the flaps had opened and the Shabbat box had fallen out. His lips trembled. He began to cry. "What's wrong?" asked his dad. "The Shabbat box is gone," he sobbed. "What can we do?" They went outside to look for it. Their eyes stung and they couldn't see through the blowing snow. Cars were sliding and people were slipping on the ice. "We'd better go back inside," his dad said. Ira began sobbing again. "There's only one Shabbat box and I have lost it. I'm gonna be in trouble." He didn't want to eat the soup or the chicken or even the chocolate cake. "How do you think we can solve this?" his mother asked. Ira thought. He thought so much his head hurt. He felt miserable. Saturday afternoon, he was lying on his bed. He saw the empty box from his snow boots. "I know what I'm going to do," he whispered to his stuffed animals. "I will make a new Shabbat box. It will be a surprise." After Havdalah, when Shabbat was over, he put a "Do Not Enter" sign on his bedroom door. He took his art kit and a big camping flashlight down from his closet. He pulled out the box. He decorated it with purple velvet and shiny sparkles. He turned his plastic snakes into candlesticks. He made a memory game with pictures of challah, candlesticks, wine cups, and people singing. He painted grapes on his water cup and turned it into a Kiddush cup. He painted his pillowcase and turned it into a giant challah cover. He stayed up all night painting, pasting, and designing everything. He worked by flashlight under the covers of his bed. By the time he went to sleep, it was almost morning. On Sunday, he put lollipops and taffy and hard candies and chocolates into the box, because Shabbat should be sweet. He wrapped the box in plastic in case it fell into the snow again. Monday was his turn for show and tell. As he unwrapped the box, the kids gathered around him. He told them the story of how he lost the box in the snow and how he tried to find it. He told them how upset he was, but he left out the part about crying. Then he told them how he made a new Shabbat box for the class. He took a deep breath. "I hope you like it," Ira said. He opened the lid. Everyone peered inside. All the kids were jumping up and down, saying they wanted to take Ira's box home and eat the sweets and play the memory game and try out the cool candlesticks. I have something for show and tell too, said the teacher. But show and tell is for kids, Rachel protested. Last Friday, the day of the storm, I forgot my mittens, the teacher explained. So I went back to the school to look for them because my hands were freezing. I saw something peeking out of the snow. She took a slightly crumpled box out of the cupboard. It was the Shabbat box. The bad news is the challah rolls were soggy, the teacher said, but the good news is that the box dried. Now we have 2 Shabbat boxes, said Ira. Only 49 more sleeps until my next turn. The end. This has been a JIY project of Joy. Click here to go to the next video in the series.